Shalom, Chaverim. Hello, friends. I'm going to be going over the verb charts that I handed out to you guys on Wednesday. And if you open up your Xiao books to page 145, you'll see what is referred to as the affirmatives of the perfect. Now, I'm going to be going over next week a far lengthier and hopefully more helpful introduction to the verbs, the verbal system. But for now, I would encourage you to go back on our actual Moodle site and open up this guy, Biblical Hebrew Grammar, and read chapter 11 again, and that will really help you out in trying to understand just what's going on with the Hebrew verbal system, especially if you don't have a lot of background in verbs or in any sort of second language acquisition. This does a really good job of walking you through the verbs, focus of verbal action, types of action, what the verb stems are, what they mean. Okay, so do that. I'm going to assign that again. I know that that's been up before, and if you haven't had a chance to sit down with that, please do. Now, you'll see on page 145 in Xiao that the way Xiao lays things out is he just gives you the actual endings, right? The a, ta, t endings. I don't find that very helpful. I think it's more helpful to look at an example here of a root that has gone into this paradigm, we're going to call it, okay? Kal verb is one type of verbal stem. That is, it's one of these molds. And when it goes into the kal, what we're going to be describing is usually the simple kind of active indicative, right? It's so I kicked, usually transitive verbs, every once in a while a stative verb. So let's just look at this system. Katal, which means, the root katal has to do with killing. Again, it's used because it's strong. That is, that there's nothing weak going on here. Every consonant, kof, tet, lamed, these are all strong consonants. They don't have any irregularity. So katal, right? Hu katal, he killed. He katela, and again, the reason that I'm pronouncing, or this shva is vocalic, is because you'll see the meteg there, which sort of holds me back and forces me to elongate that a, so that this then becomes a vocalized shva. He katela, ata katalta, at katalt, ani katalti, הם הן קטלו, אתם קטלתם, אתן קטלתן, אנחנו קטלנו. So you can hear some resonance between the pronoun and the these affirmatives, or these really suffirmatives or suffixes. I like to just call these signal letters. Okay, they signal to you what the person, gender, and number is on any given verb. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to take this chart, and I just want you to replicate it, right? I want you to write in katal, and if it helps you, you could even write in just the consonants. Don't write in any vowels yet, but just write in katal, 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 right, all the way through, and then go back and I would say then add the vowels and the endings in a different colored pen. Okay, I think that'll help you to see them. It'll help the endings to pop a little bit more. right? So you're going to do the same thing for shamar, shamar, shamera, shamarta, shamart, shamarti, shameru, shamartem, shamarten, shamarnu. Okay, all the way down, and don't go beyond the perfect because we don't really have anything beyond that. And then what I'd like you to do for the blank chart is I'd like you to take a verb, and I may have assigned one to you, but assuming that we didn't get that far, and I'm pretty sure we didn't, let's take a verb that we have from this week, right? We have some new verbs this week. That might help us a little bit. Let's take the first verb that you guys have, zachar. That one's quite regular, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to plug just zain, chaf, resh, right? Zachar, 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 all the way down, and then go in and with another colored pen, write in from the chart here, write in the vowel points beneath it, and then the signal letters. Okay, so it's going to be zachar, zachara, zacharta, zachart, zacharti, zacharu, right? All the way down, zacharnu, and hopefully that makes a little bit more sense, right? So you can think about it as if you're pulling out this just the root, right? Taking these three letters out, katal, bunk, and then plugging another root in, because that's essentially what you're doing. And I hope that will help you to familiarize yourselves with these endings. Okay.